All right, we've got the Creator Pro Championship on the line here. VSK, who has had an incredible run. I think it's 700-plus days as champion, taking on the debuting Kevin Blackwood, who has been all over the independent scene, gaining notoriety over the last few years. This is his WrestlePro debut, and I mean, what a debut to get a shot at the Creator Pro title in his first match.
Well, Kevin Blackwood's somebody that I've been familiar with. Obviously, I caught him because the first thing I noticed was I was like, what the hell's the deal with this dude's arm? He literally has a full-blown black tattoo on his arm. And I remember seeing him on Twitter a long time ago, and I was like, what's this dude's deal? And then I saw clips of him, and I was like, oh, he's pretty good, actually. And then fucking, as time went on, I realized, like, I see more and more of them, like, pop up everywhere, and then see more clips of him and stuff like that. And then I saw him. He was recently on AEW Dynamite, and ironically, one of the people he was in the ring with was Bowens, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And
VSK himself has had numerous appearances in AEW Dark and Elevation. Yeah,
to the point where it's like, I even question it. I know him really well. I'm like, are you signed? Like, you seem to be on it every single week. So, and then Blackwood just happened to, like, I think it was like, he followed me on Twitter a couple of weeks ago, and then I forgot about him for a second, and then as soon as he followed me, I was like, oh, yeah, that dude, I remember him. Yeah, I've been interested in him for a while. And then, dude, as soon as he followed me, because a light bulb went off, I was like, I forgot. I instantly just messaged him, and I said my message to him, and I kid you not, I think it's time to get you over in WrestlePro. Here's my number. Call me. And then he texts me at 5 in the morning, and he's like, "Hey, you're probably sleeping." Apparently, Blackwood don't know how KM operates.
You're at work at that point still.
5 a.m., bro. I'm wide awake at 5 a.m. Maybe not 8 a.m., but 5 a.m. I'm good. I said, yeah, no, buddy. I said, yo, let's do this, man. I threw him the dates, and I said, let's make it happen. And then, I mean, the first thing I gave him was VSK, and he's like, dude, I'm familiar with him. I wrestled him. I love working with him. He said, dude, I'll put on a killer match with him. So I was like, let's do it, man. So I'm all in on the Kevin Blackwood train or band,
VSK,
whatever it's called.
VSK always delivers. Actually, just captured the Creator Pro Tag Team Championships as well in their return show with his former partner, Dorian Graves. So VSK 2 belts here, but at this point, this match is still just held the Creator Pro Championship. And, I mean, when we came back last year in the summer, you threw everybody at VSK. I believe he had a triple threat, then he had a 4 or 5-man match. Like, you were just throwing as many guys as you could at him, it felt like, and he blew through them all. So, I mean, kind of a break for VSK here to get a one-on-one match against a guy like Kevin Blackwood, though. It's still going to be a tough test. Oh! Big drop kick there off the ropes. VSK, this is going to be, I know what's coming here. Candid scoop slam into the splash.
Beautiful.
Vintage VSK, if you will.
Absolutely.
But Blackwood's no slouch. I've seen Blackwood in another promotion against our very own TJ Crawford. They had an amazing match. I mean, this guy definitely, he's getting a reputation. If he's in the ring, you're going to see an outstanding matchup.
And before, what I was talking about, my banger weight division.
There you go.
I mean, dude, these two guys are banger weights.
We were talking earlier about a bangerweight championship in WrestlePro during the Casey Navarro TJ Crawford match.
You keep saying it. I think I'm gonna just do it. I think I got to do it before.
You get such beautiful belts made. I mean, the Alaska belts are incredible.
Pat, I got an idea. Bangerweight championship.
I like it. Trademark it. Get it done. Put it on.
And we have the audio here to prove that we came up with this before someone else watches it and said, "Yo, we're gonna do the FWCPW in Boise, Idaho Bangerweight Championship."
You don't want to compete with the FCW CPW. You don't.
No, they're making waves right
true.
now. Yeah, absolutely. They're making waves. Tried and True's actually over in Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
They're actually legit though.
Blackwood now tearing up VSK's legs with those kicks, and now just a straight choke there against the ropes, stomping on VSK's head. That's what you got to do to VSK. You got to ground him. Because if you let this guy start flying around, if you let him start climbing the ropes, you're in trouble. That's his bread and butter.
Talk about how perfect his hair is.
VSK?
Yeah.
It is, yeah. there's a lot of product in there. There's a lot of meticulous.
Not balding, not going nothing. It's just like
that's what you want in a champion.
So damn perfect. Yeah.
No balding. Can't have any more balding champions. Referee Eddie Franklin on the outside checking on VSK. Took a bit of a spill there. Blackwood's going to go out and get him. An absolutely historic reign. Impressive, in any company to hold a championship for over 2 years now, I think. He's been Creator Pro champion. And granted, there was the pandemic, but he was still defending that title. Like we said, he was on WrestlePro shows when we came back and had our run in August, September, and October. He was on those shows defending the belt. He's back now, going to be defending it at Creator Pro. But this is a guy with just so much experience. He was down at AEW. I mean, he's getting better. He's already a champion for 2 years, Kev, but he's getting better. Like, that doesn't happen.
No. And they both are and stuff. I mean, I haven't seen a ton of Blackwood. I mean, just the stuff online. I've actually never seen him in person. I never met him.
Did you know what he looked like?
I did know what he looked like, dude. It was very nice. Like I said, I saw the clips. I saw the matches online. I was very interested for a while. And then, like I said, I forgot about it briefly because, I mean, with my DMs exploding on a daily basis by every wrestler across the country trying to, come over here to WrestlePro, a light bulb went off when he just hit me up on Twitter. I said, oh, this dude, that's right. I said, and without hesitation, like, now watch, every wrestler's just going to click the follow button. And he's going to see I'm following him, and I'm going to get 10 bookings out of it.
That's not Kevin blowing smoke because I also help manage the WrestlePro social media. We do get a lot of messages. And, I mean, rightfully so. We're back now. We're running shows regularly again, both in Union and Rahway and in Alaska. So, I mean, people want to be here because you're going to get in the ring with top talent like VSK. Kevin Blackwood now is here. Everyone on our roster, I mean, I think is a tough test, especially the upper echelon guys. I mean, VSK was scheduled for a gold title match in Alaska. Now that's been probably rearranged with Dion going down with injury. Dion Roosman, our gold champion. But still, I mean, VSK is a guy who's always going to be right there at the top, wherever he is.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's going to be no gold championship match in Alaska. Dion Roosman. Yeah, I haven't reconstructed knee surgery, so he's going to punch him right in the ribs. Oh, he's like noogieing.
It looked like a nipple twist, and then it's just knuckles to the ribs.
And it's those little things. Those little things are the worst, man.
You're already stretching the guy there, his neck, his arm, his shoulder, and then just digging your knuckles into his rib cage when it's stretched and exposed like that.
We talk about the Graysons having good gear. Whoa, look at this VSK gear.
Oh, VSK always has top-notch gear. Great design, great logos. Changing up the color scheme a little here with the white. Used to see in VSK with the Long Island, the Islanders colors. So he's going to fly here, and there it is. Through the second rope.
Pushed him right back into the guardrail.
This is going to be a problem for Blackwood, and now he's going for the turnbuckle. This is exactly what I was talking about earlier. Do not let VSK get into the air.
But then again, he's so innovative on the ground as well, too. So it's not even like you're safe when you're keeping him grounded because his submission, his moveset, his offense, like VSK is so well-rounded, and he has cardio for freaking days, too. The guy does not get freaking tired.
Half and half into a backbreaker. That could do it here. Blackwood kicks out.
And again, I know these guys have met before for other promotions. I don't know how many times they met. I don't know the win-loss record between the two. I'd imagine that they both exchanged victories over each other. They know each other very well just by talking to Blackwood and talking to VSK. They have met a handful of times before. So these guys are very, very familiar with each other. They both look forward to wrestling each other because they're very equal. I don't know that much about Blackwood as far as like how long he's been around and stuff like that. I've been seeing his name for a couple of years, and he has a very interesting look. I mean, his look caught my eyes instantly. Oh, sliding German.
Well, Blackwood had the bright blue hair for a while. Looks like that's faded a bit. But yeah, bright blue hair, that's going to stand out anywhere.
I actually noticed the tattoo. He has the most unique tattoo I've ever seen.
Tornado
But then when I looked at it close, he's actually getting like white tattoos amongst it. It's pretty gnarly. The dude's a very interesting cat, a very cool dude too. So
the tornado DDT did not do the job, but Blackwood appears dazed as he rolls to the outside now. Referee Eddie Franklin's going to start the count.
What's going on with Eddie Franklin's hair? He looks like Two-Face. Like, what is this?
He also, there's a lot of product in there. You ever seen Eddie's hair close up. He's definitely got some gel, some spray, something keeping that hair picture perfect. I don't know. Maybe he has a similar routine to VSK.
It's like 2 different haircuts.
I don't. VSK with the veteran move there, sliding back in, breaking the count.
You know who does have good hair, though?
Who's that?
VSK. Absolutely. You have pretty nifty hair yourself,
My hair's all right.
Kind of looks like VSK's, but a little more grayish.
A little older than VSK, probably, yeah.
You should dye your hair like Blackwood, though. Let's get some Blackwood. Let's get some blue hair on you.
You want me in the ring refereeing with blue hair?
Absolutely.
Is that what you're saying? Okay, good. As long as I got you.
Buster's hair's driving me crazy. I want to jump to the... Look at it.
Back and forth they go now, exchanging strikes. Ooh. Definitely an even matchup here in the striking game. Stiff forearms as Blackwood goes down to one knee. Back up now, gives one back to VSK. What's he going to go for here? European uppercut. European uppercut. We said VSK, ground game, striking. He's well-rounded. I mean, I talk a lot about his high flying, but, you know, just as much damage here. Oh! Big kick to the head. That's going to set Blackwood up for going for a pile driver, power run. What's he going for here? VSK, could he hit his dude buster finisher? He's got one leg hooked, and nope.
Sunset flip.
Kick out there. VSK into a super kick. Glancing blow.
Yeah, it looks like he barely grazed him yet.
Just enough to make him stumble there. Still in pain.
Definitely didn't get all that super kick or that cryonic kick.
Stop calling it that. Unless you book Glacier in Alaska.
I tried.
You did?
I legit tried.
I think you told me that once, yeah.
You see that Kevin Matthews shirt in the background, the green?
There you go. Yeah, I do. I do as a KM fan there. KM
That's
is
Joseph Weinstein, brother.
Huh?
That's Joseph Weinstein.
No, the shirt I'm talking about.
I know. He's a KM fan, but that's a legendary Weinstein.
Oh. Looks like VSK might have caught him here again for his dude buster. Nope. Flips it over. Big sit-out power bomb. Could that be it?
Big
No.
Batista bomb.
We saw Steve Gibkey hit a power bomb similar earlier. That's a devastating move. Blackwood, though, still looks like he's a little rocked from those kicks. I mean, you got to, yeah, he little stumbles to his feet. You got to get on VSK. You cannot let VSK breathe.
I don't think he's doing those for effectiveness. I think he's just trying to get him positioned. There you go.
There you go. Peppering him a little bit, get him up. Throw the strong kicks right there to the quad. To the chest.
Where's he going?
I'd like to see maybe Blackwood.
Here we go.
TJ Crawford exchange
There's
kicks.
There's a lot of videos of this guy with his striking.
Oh my goodness.
He mixes it up. But there you go. VSK, if anyone's going to match him strike for strike, VSK's up there.
Half and half.
Got a half Nelson waistlock. VSK's fighting out of it. Pushes him into the ropes. Does a drop down and triple and gets caught.
Nice catch.
DVD. It's in a fireman's carry. There to half Nelson.
Oh, right on the head.
On the head.
Half and half suplex. Could this be the opening that Blackwood needs? DVD Death Valley driver. Can he get VSK over?
He's on Dream Street right now.
1, 2, new champion? No! Wow, and Blackwood putting his hands on the referee. That's a no-no.
I think the way he pinned him on that one, I think he was a little bit too celebratory on that one, where he figured it was over, sat on the chest, started counting with the ref, and he figured he's becoming the new Creative Pro champion.
Yeah, that's not going to work. Not against VSK. You got to have a deep cover, hook those legs.
VSK has been around forever. I remember him right back in like 2007 or something. He's been around for a while. When he had the nice long hair.
Blackwood up top.
Slips up, but he gets caught. He catches himself.
Able to stop Blackwood from doing whatever he had planned. And now forearm strikes on the top. What are we setting up for here? Could we see a superplex?
It looks like the building Janela got thrown off
of. Behind them there? Yeah. Blackwood now fighting back. And is that a bite? That is a bite. Not a legal maneuver.
Oh boy.
Setting him up here. Blackwood on top.
What do we got? A splash, an elbow, shooting star. What are we doing here? Double stomp?
Look like a double stomp. VSK out of the way. Knee strike.
Flying knee. Hits the ropes. Roaring forearm. Back
to the striking game. VSK with
a Guri. Blackwood on Dream Street. He's stumbling. Feeling the effects of behind the head. Here we go.
This is it, and oh, Spanish fly.
Nice.
Another vintage VSK maneuver here. What's he going for?
Standing Spanish fly. Okay.
And then he's hooked the legs. This could be it. That is it. Gotta be. And VSK retains the Creative Pro Championship.
I'm not sure if he has his own name for it. I always do it as the Dude Buster, a la Trent Beretta.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner and still Creative Pro Champion, VSK.